Comeback uplink game number 3 between VVV and SB. Chance was complaining about something. What happened, Chance?
I was gonna ask, aren't like the knives in like skin, like just for skins essentially?
Yeah,
in
basically
CS:GO?
they had nothing to your game. He's talking about Counter-Strike, but we're playing COD here, Chance.
No, we're not. The round got ended. The host
we gotta
ended the
reset
match.
the lobby. What? All right, every time we go back to you, you look scarier and scarier.
Why? Like, it should look ridiculous, if anything, just with, like, the giant ears around the head.
Dude.
But I finally got the light to work, so now you guys can see me.
You
but
got
why
your
scary?
light to work.
It's just a hoodie.
You got your light to work. You got the hoodie on. Let's take a look and see if the bracket's updated at all. I think we're just going to quickly get that game reset. No big deal. We hop on into the bracket here to see who has moved on and who stays in the same spot. Want to become a referee. That application is now open, apparently. Let's dismiss that. Take a look at the bracket. That first series between Moch, Scump, and the rest of that squad, I guess it hasn't happened. I can't remember what's going on. Everything is just molded together here. That series still has yet to be updated. Mutiny versus Americans. That series is also underway. SB plus Formal and VVV. SB plus Formal is up 2-0. And then finally, ISO versus RGS underway as well. Once again, all these teams playing for a spot in the semifinals. A lot on the line, money as well as pro points. Chance of these 8 teams, who do you think are the favorites to win?
Isolation.
I'm going to ask you again, Chance of these 8 teams, who are your favorites to win?
Oh, I'm sorry. Isolation? Did you not hear the first time? I will speak more
you
clearly.
actually think Isolation?
Isolation Empire.
Wow, bold statement. So let's make a bet. I think that the Scump pickup team is going to win, and you think Isolation's going to win?
Well, yes.
All right, there's your bet. Roast Chance when he loses this. I got faith.
Don't roast me. Picking
I got
like
faith in the
Scump and
Dominators.
Crew is boring. Like, obviously they're like the front runners. They got the 1 seed. They're all really talented. Like, why would you not pick them? I'm trying to mix things up, make it more exciting.
Wow.
Isolation. Let's go.
Bold statement. So you're just doing this. So you actually just completely lied. You have no faith in Isolation. You're just saying.
Oh no, I have faith in Isolation. I'm just saying, like, if you're making predictions, you don't pick Isolation. You pick the number 1 seed essentially. That it makes so much more sense to do. But fine, I'll stick to my guns. You can roast me if you want. I'll say Isolation. They're coming from the bottom of the bracket. Moch, Scump, Karma, or no, Cap. That's all.
Dude's crazy.
Those 4 guys are going to be coming from the top. We will potentially get to see that matchup in the finals, and we will see who's right, Jack. We will see.
Well, trying to see if there's another stream up. Actually, just kidding. We're going into the game right now. Comeback uplink now underway. VVV. Their backs up against the wall. They're down 2-0 in this series. Chance, you asked me prior to the break what my predictions were for this game. Now I got to ask you, can VVV force a game 4, or will SB close it out 3-0? Nice talking to you. Thanks so much for your answer there, Chance.
Sorry. Someone was asking if I was going to drop the hottest single, and I have to, like, make sure everybody knows that I spit hot fire. Like, I can't not try and shout out my mixtape real quick. So
wow.
Definitely apply to that. I honestly didn't listen to a single word.
Oh, my God.
That match has started to come back up, like, so we can actually cast stuff in a second.
I asked, do you think VVV can force a game 4, or will SB close it out 3-0?
You said SB. Well, no, it's not going to matter because they're not even going to be able
Apparently,
to
they don't want to play this game.
Yeah, no, not at all. We've seen the crazy things happen to Comeback Uplink. We saw it was like Scump and Crew. They dropped it to the team's name because they didn't have one. Your org here, whatever, on Comeback Uplink. So crazy things obviously can happen. So if you're going to pick SB, I will happily pick SB right there with you.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we fully saw that series. I keep forgetting. It was so long ago. For some reason, it still hasn't been reported fully. But, yes, 100%, the Moch, Scump, Cap, Saints squad has moved on to the semifinals. They are our first team in the semis. Why do I keep forgetting that? I remember saying it now. We've been watching so many different matches today. This lobby still hasn't been started, so we know at least one team in the semis. The winner of Mutiny and Americans will face the Dominators. Then the winner of this match will go on to face either ISO and RGS in the semis. Comeback Uplink is now starting. Finally, we can watch this game number 3 and commentate it. I really think that Formal's going to completely light up the map here with the ball in hand. I don't see how SB winds up losing this one.
I'm going to completely ignore everything you just said and try and talk about, I think the 4th of July is on a Saturday. I don't know if there's going to be a 2K going on or not.
What did this dude just say?
I think the 4th of July is on a Saturday this year, correct?
It is.
Okay, so if there's a 2K going on, the Americans, who upset Prophecy earlier, I'm predicting they win the whole thing just for the pride of the nation.
I think Mr. Adam Apicella will not allow there to be a 2K on a Saturday of 4th of July, but you never know nowadays. There's a lot of COD to be played. The drone going in early possession of VVV. Unfortunately for Fizzerp, he winds up getting taken out right away. John, the last man standing, he goes down as well. Formal in a surprising position here as he has the full flank on the opposing players. Able to pick up 1 assist, gets the second, and now this drone being run right through bottom middle. This should be a 1-point play from Spacely. He just goes to the dunk.
He just completely ran straight past the player. I don't even know who that was. I think it might have been Killa. There was a red arrow that was in position to stop Spacely. I guess that player just ended up timing it wrong. But now John actually has an opportunity. However, there is going to be a player in front of him. Stop. Spacely's going to come in and get that kill. So Spacely's getting dunked. He was on like a 4 streak, sitting at 4-2, gives his team the lead, and he stops John, the drone carrier. Spacely's doing it all.
John just had a massive movement fail. He went to go double jump and toss the drone from over the wall, and he just wound up hitting the wall in the face, tried to throw the drone, and bounced off of it. That gave the boys on SB the drone, and they were easily able to grab that and toss it in. Now Spacely's got it again. He's going to pass it to his teammate for the alley-oop dunk. A 5-0 lead. A dominant start here from SB, and guess what, Chance? They're rallying it yet again.
Oh, this is going to be huge, too. I think TCM's going to be able to connect to that 1-point play, which he is. Now a 6-0 lead within the first minute and a half. Potentially, they're going to beat your name here score of 3 minutes against, well, potentially like the Optic Hole pickup crew. If John decides to hit another wall in the face, that's obviously going to be able to cost them. But now Twiz is going to be the player with drone in hand, and he's just going to try and maintain glass control, but going to get shut down very quickly by TCM.
3 dead, last alive is John. He's going to try to hold off this drone area. Picks up 1 kill on TCM. Now spotting Study. He's going to challenge, but Study absolutely melts him. Study leading the squad at 6-4. He grabs the drone, rotates it towards middle map, and he's just going to run for this 1-point play. Or no, he's going to rotate it AC due to the 2-piece from Spacely.
Yeah, and Spacely looks like he does have those cuts up top. Going to be able to pick up Fizzerp well. Yeah, this is without a doubt going to be no! He gets stopped right at the goal line. However, there was a player right there to get a connection, but Killa's going to get the 2-piece punching Spacely. So Killa going off to stop that final push, and now it looks like he might be able to convert for a point of his own. Has 2 players directly in front of him. However, he is going to get shut down, and TCM just going to reset that drone.
Apparently, I called that last one too early. I forgot that Adam Killisloss is the best player in the history of Call of Duty. Picks up the 2-piece, stops the dunk from going in. The drone being advanced through glass yet again, but here's Study to challenge. Formal finds the 2nd kill. The Bow players too strong, locking down glass area. 3 fall for VVV.
Yeah, timeout. Fizzerp is 1-12.
What?
I know. I saw the stat and I was going to interrupt, but I was just going to now we're going to talk about Study scoring that 1-point play. But yeah, Fizzerp's 1-12.
Make it 2.
I wasn't entirely sure why SB was losing.
Yeah, it's because they're playing a 3v4, Chance.
I'm so confused. This is ridiculous.
Goes for the shot, misses it. He spots 1 player. Oh my goodness, he almost just lost that gunfight. Able to clean up 1 kill. Now the drone being run out, and he's still got 2 more players he has to beat over here. Killa tried to chase, missing some shots there. Shakier early on. Formal just melts him down. Formal then picks up the 2-piece. And that's really what separates the Bow of Killa versus the Bow of Formal. Formal just doesn't miss.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a reason why people constantly talk about how accurate Formal is with the Bow. He's on a 5 streak right now, by the way. TCM going to be trying to work with him. To go through mid-map to potentially get off a 1-point toss. There's going to be a player right in front of him. It's going to bump him out of the way, so that's going to be the reason he misses the 1-point shot. But either way, they have a 7-0 lead. There's only a minute left. Twiz is going to reset that drone, but looking incredible on this first side.
Fizzerp now at 4-14. Not the best of games, to say the least. Over triple negative at the moment, make it almost quadruple negative. John misses the shot and watches it fall short. He's just trying to stay alive to where he could possibly dunk it yet again. He's getting help from Twiz. He's got 2 players, though, pinching on him. Study picks up the 2-piece, and they're just going to reset the drone yet again. Perfect defense through the first 4.5 minutes from SB. And look at the route change from Study. Beautiful movement.
He did have a player in front of him to potentially push down the green side. Oh, God, Space is going to get a dunk in, so that's going to be up 9-0 with 25 seconds left. Now, they just need an AC toss in to end this early, and looks like TCM is going to be attempting to do just that. Spacely was in the base. TCM going to go for the toss. If the interception doesn't come in, actually TCM is going to miss the throw, and he is going to get shut down as Twiz picks up a 2-piece and, well, is killing his teammate Killa.
Yeah, he wound up clipping the wall there. That's why his shot was short, but I gotta give my props to Spacely. 17 and 13 at the end of side number 1. I would be confident to say that he was involved in every single point scored there from SB. 9-0 lead. And one thing I do want to point out, we tuned into Killa's stream in game number 1. And the final words we heard prior to coming back to us was, man, Formal is a freak. And here's his final kill there. On side number 1, 18 and 12 on a 2 streak. The bow player is just too strong, mixing quite well with this SB team.
I'd be calling him a freak is probably an apt definition too, or an apt description. Just because any time you watch him on stream, he always seems very calm, very cool, very collected, just kind of hanging out, doing his thing and just slaying absolutely everything he can with the bow. Already going to draw first blood right there with the grenade of all things. So all 4 going to be down right now for not VVV, not SB. Those names are really throwing me off. However, Formal is going to fail that pass to his teammate. However, they still have the cutoffs. He's going to throw that over to TC. I believe he's going to be able to put in the dunk. They're going to go up 11-0 already. In
26 seconds, SB just did what VVV couldn't do the entire last 5 minutes, and that's score on the yellow side. There's another pass coming in. TCM going to dunk it. 13-0 lead. This is a stomp, to say the least. Chance as Formal picks up 2, tries to get the 3rd, but he winds up falling.
I mean, I would love to see a comeback. I think it would be incredible, but it's already seeming like this game is going to be over. Something insane is going to happen. Twiz trying to run away with the drone right there, but he's going to get shut down by Studdy, who was still hanging around top yellow. Just so much pressure being put into the base of VVV right now, and they're really having a tough time coping with it. Fizzard picked it up since he started off 1 and 12, but still not able to produce enough to be able to do too much damage.
There we go. They're on the board.
Finally getting on the board, but again, 1 point, 3 minutes, 44 seconds left. It's a very tough task.
So they're taking about 6 minutes and 20 seconds for every point they score. So if they're down by 13 and you multiply that by 6, yeah, that's going to take over basically, what, 70-something minutes to be able to score the rest of the points they need, if not more. That's going to be tough to say the least.
We'll catch back up in an hour or two.
Yeah, we're going to go quickly eat dinner and then come back, I think. And they'll still probably be down. TCM running this drone in, going to go for the 1-point play. Did he over-toss that? Nope, it banked in. Nice shot from him. 14-1 lead now. 3 minutes remaining. I just don't see how VVV come back. I mean, SB would have to completely, Formal would have to disconnect. Studdy would have to, walk his dog, if he even has a dog, and really another dunk coming in. This is a slaughter.
Honestly, I feel like even 3v4, if they just played super defensive, I think they could maintain this lead for the remaining 2 minutes and 44 seconds. They'd still get demolished, but they could hold on to it. John right there, gonna get an interception.
That's
However,
actually,
no,
he didn't mean to do that.
In the base as well.
He didn't mean to do that.
Gonna get that kill, put in the dunk. They're up 18-1.
That is... that right there is the story of this game so far for BBV. The drone was tossed towards back yellow, and John was in a gunfight with TCM, and it just so happened that the drone landed right in his hands. He didn't even mean to. John then grabbed the drone, TCM just easily killed him, and when John went to throw it out, it bounced right back into their base. TCM grabbed it and dunked it. 18-1 lead. They're 2 minutes away from moving on to the semifinals, and we have some major bracket updates for you all. After this game, we will give you guys that update as we move into the final 4 teams here. Killa trying to toss that drone in for 1. That misses as well. This is a painful game for BVB.
I was about to say, you might as well just spare the fans and go ahead and give the updates, because it looks like Space is going to be able to wrap it green. Yeah. He's actually just going to go for the reset. At the very least, just going to be wasting time. There is a player right now on top of blue. I believe that's Fizzer. But no, Space is just going to be jumping around like a monkey, going to take him out as well. Kill is going to be trying to do something with the drone, but even if he's able to get out of mid-map, he's going to have 3 players on SB to deal with. Again, GG.
Yeah, this game is going to end in the next few moments. 18-2, they scored again. They're trying to stay alive. I'm going to quickly try to get us in our next lobby here, but our controller keeps disconnecting. This wire does not want to work with me very well. So, take a look at the bracket really quick. The dominate, what do we call them? The Dominators? The Dominators moved on. They're in the semis. They're going to be facing up against Mutiny. Mutiny took down the Americans. Sorry, Chance. I know you like that team name.
I'm just pulling for them in 2 weeks. I don't care about the 5K for the Americans. It's all about 4th of July weekend for them. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
That's where they'll really perform. Then SB, I mean, yeah, it's not impossible for them to lose this game now. It's going to take out VVV 3-0, and now they're going to face up against ISO. So 4 teams remaining in the 5K. The drone being tossed into the opposing team's base. They're not able to dunk that one in. 30 seconds remaining. I'm going to quickly send a message here. But Chance, predictions of these final 4. Who do you think we're going to see in the finals?
Is Isolation in the final 4?
Yes.
Then I'm picking Isolation all the way. I did just want to throw that out there, though, that Fizzerp had, like, he massively turned himself around on the second side. Again, started out like 1-12, finished off 25-30, so not a good game, but a horrendous start, and then after that, like a solid, slightly more normal game. But no, I'm happy to go with Isolation. We'll make it there. The Dominators will probably meet up with them in the finals, and then we'll have like the ultimate showdown for who the best team in the game is.
18-3. SB beats him in game number 1, which was a little bit closer, went down to the final hill. Game number 2 went all the way to, what, round 10? And then game number 3, destruction on all fronts. Formal leading the squad at 38-24, doing what he does best, showing why he's a part of the best team in the game. All right, well, we're going to throw to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more intense Advanced Warfare action. Stay tuned.
Intense?
You know it.
You call that intense?